So, my friends, we have been talking about sound, and sound is caused by vibrations. Emily, take your hand like this, and we're going to go, sound is caused by vibrations. And sound needs a material to travel through. Emily, you spoke about this pitch, and we've got low pitch. Anyway, so we spoke a lot about pitch and sound. I really enjoyed yesterday's show with the straws and the diagrams that really got pitch clear in my head. Good. So that's awesome. And today we're going to look at more how sound needs a material to travel through. So, Emily, tell us something.
Well, first thing I'm going to tell you, Alan, is I'm very excited because our friends from Sliding and Flying, so they're staying at home, as everybody does, and they need to keep busy.
As everybody does.
Well, some people don't need to. Some people are good at relaxing. Some people aren't. But anyway, Grant and Reese have created a song all about sound. So we're going to play that at the end after Joke of the Day. I am so impressed. So we're going to be playing that at the end of the day. So I hope you're watching Grant and Reese. We're going to play your song. But first, we're going to do some experiments. So, So we were gathering experiments because you know we're just using stuff in our house, right? And we have a lot of sciencey stuff. So for this experiment, we needed a metal coat hanger. But all our coat hangers in our cupboard are wooden.
Yep.
However, we did buy this coat hanger a long time ago as a bit of a joke. Do you want to see it?
Check this coat in a minute.
It's hilarious. Are you ready?
Check that out.
Actually, it's normal size. I've just lost heaps of weight. No, it's big. Okay, so this is a coat hanger for giants. I don't understand why.
It's for your beach towel.
Are you serious?
So you hang your beach towel on it, and you can hang it up so your beach towel don't fold up and get wet.
I actually thought it was a joke coat hanger. Is it actually for something?
It's a real product. It exists. It exists out there.
Sorry, I know this isn't in the script, but who hangs up their beach towel in the cupboard? I have so many questions.
Yeah, alright, let's not go into the deep. Why did we have a metre-long straw? Don't answer that. It's a family show. There we go.
Alright, so we're going to use this to do a bit of an experiment.
Yeah.
I need to tie a knot in these. So, hold that. Oh.
You wrap it around your fingers.
Oh, you just wrap it around your fingers.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to do it with you because I do it a different way. Alright, so we're going to do an experiment all about vibrations. So, Alan, can you set this up, please?
Right, okay, so you've got your coat hanger hanging on 2 pieces of string. And what I'm going to do is stick my fingers out and wind round like so.
I remember now.
And now what am I going to do in?
You're going to stand up, I think, because it's all very confusing. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to grab something from your tool. Because I don't want to... Oh, yeah, Jesus. I'll grab a spoon. So Alan is doing something we tell everybody not to do. He's putting his fingers in his ears, but not much. And now I'm going to donk the giant coat hanger with the spoon, and you're going to tell me what you experience. Okay, Alan? Are you ready? You should see his face.
You can hear it. Yeah.
Is it weird? Like, we can hardly hear it. What can you hear, Alan?
Gee, because
Is it fun? Can I try?
it's like being inside a bell. It is so like, it's not loud would be the wrong word, but it's quite full on.
Okay.
So the sound you hear compared to the sound the person that's doing it hearing. And this is why you look kind of fun. I like doing this at teacher conferences because you have lots of teachers walking around banging those on objects.
The table, eh?
Yep.
I'm not putting my fingers right in. You're just sort of resting on there.
Yeah.
Oh! I've just got to be honest with you. I haven't done this experiment for a long time, so I'm actually blown out of the water. And what you said, Alan, about vowels, I actually thought he was exaggerating. Like, oh, let's just ham it up for the live stream. No, Alan, you were correct. It sounds like I am the Hunchback of Notre Dame, and I'm in the tower, and I've just rang the bells. Sorry, I need to put that down. That was really intense. If you've got a coat hanger at home, a metal one, totally try it. So you tie 2 pieces of string, you wrap the string around your finger, then you just gently place your fingers in your ear, and then knock it on something. It's so cool. And I'm guessing it's because of all the vibrations, right?
Michael's just asked a question which I ask myself a lot when I'm doing this stuff. What's happening?
What's happening, man?
And what's going
Stop
on?
it!
So, like I said, doing this at teacher conferences with lots of teachers doing it,
It's hilarious.
because outside it doesn't look much. It just looks like they've all kind of
Lost
the plot. And it's quite amusing to watch other people draw in. But Emily, when I did it, I got this very loud noise. Now you're telling me you couldn't hear the loud noise, but when you tried it, you got the loud noise. So what's going on, Em?
I thought you were like totally exaggerating. It's real loud. Now, sound needs a material to travel through, right? And we already know that sound works in vibrations.
Vibration.
So obviously, when I dunk this on the table, this is vibrating. The coat hanger is vibrating. Those vibrations actually travel through the string. And because they're wrapped around my finger, they go into your ear. Now, it's really crazy, like, what your finger's made up of, there's bones, there's squidgy stuff, there's heaps of stuff. The vibrations are actually moving through there.
Cool.
And your ear, somebody will be able to Google this, but your ear's got heaps of little bones in it and stuff as well. Like, it's amazing. And you might also know that when you put your teeth together, and you tip your jaw, like it sounds, nobody else can hear that, but you can hear it, because the vibrations are actually moving through your bone, like your jawbone. It's amazing. But I noticed here, Alan, you've been very creative.
Yeah.
You've got some other things that we can get the vibrations to travel through.
Like I say, this experiment exists. It's been written in books. And it was written at a time where coat hangers were made out of metal and you could find one. I bizarrely can find a giant pink metal coat hanger as well. But I thought that might be a bit tricky for some of you. So I went round the house and just had a little think about what needed to happen. So anything metal you've got
it's good.
is going to be good. And you just need to work out a way of tying it to string. So, Em, do you want to try this cup?
Yeah, I was wondering where our kitchen stuff went.
Yeah. So, if you want to try that cup.
Try the cup. So you've just tied it around the handle?
Handle, yeah.
I was going to say a metal cup, and then I said, anyway.
Yeah. And you could have just threaded it through, but I did a little loop knot.
So I've wrapped it around my finger. The other end...
And?
Oh, you've got two.
Yeah.
Oh, he's so clever, isn't he? You can tell Alan's the one that does all the prep. So I've wrapped both strings around my fingers, and then all I'm going to do is hang it from my ears, making sure it doesn't touch anything. That's a different sound to the coat hanger, man.
So
that's quite a high pitch.
So we've got a spoon here, Em. Do you want to try the spoon?
Yeah, I'm a spoon.
Okay. So remember, as the item, like the cup, hits a table, that causes vibrations. Those vibrations travel through the string, vibrate the fingers, vibrate the eardrums. And this is a bit like the tin can telephone that we made yesterday. The vibrations are travelling through the string. How's that one going?
That's a really high pitch.
Cool, isn't
I'm
it?
so sorry you guys can't hear this. You need to try it. It's hilarious. And you don't have to have heaps of string. You could use the same string and then just take it off and put it on something else. Can I try that one, please?
The other thing I just want to say before we try this is kind of interesting. When we do experiments, we just do them how we know how we do them. Now and then we do them differently and other ideas come into our head. So this is a learning process for me, and I've not tried this yet. So I know that works. So try that.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, try
like
that.
The coat hanger is definitely the lowest pitch.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the spoon's the highest pitch so far. Oh, jeepers.
We can actually hear that chime a bit as well.
I don't particularly like that one.
But
I love this one, and I love the coat hanger.
My question is, and I've not even tried this yet, so this is something we can explore together. Let us know how you get on. This is a measuring cup, and this is a 1 cup measuring cup. Now I've got a set of these. I've got 1/3 of a cup, a quarter of a cup, and a half cup. So I wonder if I change them over, whether if the sound would be different. So the cups are the same design, but they're different sizes. And we spoke about size making the difference yesterday with the, well, it was the day before with the bottles filled up with different bits
Yep.
of water. The chimes for the xylophone were different sizes. The straw. So I wonder what happened then. I reckon it's a great one to go and explore. So, Emily,
somebody's just asked, I'm going to put them in order of pitch. I think this is the lowest pitch. And then, I think maybe that one. And then that one. And the spoon is definitely the highest pitch. So they're all quite different shapes and sort of, they look like the same materials, but they're probably different. Sound is amazing. Can I just say, we need to give a big we love you to Science Learning Hub, because they sent us so many nice messages over the last 2 days, and they're really, really lovely people. But they're not only lovely, they're brainy, right? So if you go to our website, what's the website, Alan?
www.scienceinthevan.co.nz.
Yep. We've got a section that says Science in a Van Live, and the sound link that Science and Learning Hub has given us is amazing. So if you want to get your geek on, why wouldn't you go to the website, check out the links, because you can learn heaps and heaps about sound, which is really cool. Somebody's already tried the spoon. That's awesome.
Excellent.
www.scienceinthevan.co.nz. So please check it out, because I've got heaps of good stuff. Like, it's awesome. We've actually learned quite a lot from reading their stuff too.
Yep. So my friends, got a lot of great comments coming in here. Oliver is pointing out that the metal is much denser and stiffer, so how that stores a kinetic and potential energy and amplifies compared to other materials like wood. That is awesome. So you might want to tie up some wooden things and bang them around and see how it goes. Remember, don't push your fingers in your ears too much.
No,
We
you just
need
need
to
to
be careful
rest
there. You just need to rest it. Hi Edith, good to see you. Glad you're enjoying that.
Hey Edith.
Yeah, so we spoke about base camp doing salamis. Base camp doing a spoon. Sorry.
Salamis.
Yeah, don't worry. I'm hungry.
If anybody does try this with salami, can you let me know? Thanks. Actually, don't do that.
Base camp are trying to jump on the Joke of the Day vibe. I'm going to read it out because
Are
it's
you
a
going
beautiful.
Joke of the Day early?
No, I'm just doing this one because my boss told me to have a good day, so I went home.
That's so good.
And in this climate and working with a
That's
husband
very
and wife
funny.
team, well, oh, hang on, hello.
Oh, well, I'm sorry, I'm mixing it up. I saw some wood, so I thought I'd try it.
Cool.
Can you dunk it for me with the spoon or something? I don't want to ruin it, but that was really disappointing.
Right, okay, so, but this proves, this is a great example of what Oliver was talking about. The properties of metal, and again, we're going back to our material week the other week, the properties of metal carry sound different. So sound needs a material to travel through, and we might want to think about what materials we use to help us get sound across, or to reduce sound down as well.
I've got
So that's all to do
fart.
with vibrations. Thank you for letting me finish that sentence. What's your brain fart, Ed?
Sorry, Alan. So, sound needs material to travel through, right?
Correct.
We know it travels through the air, because, like, I'm talking to you right now. We know it can travel through, like, solid material and stuff.
Yep.
But I'm thinking, I have yelled at people underwater, because that's just how I roll. Have you ever yelled at anybody underwater? Have you ever screamed underwater, and can you hear it? So I'm going to leave that for the comments. Have you made noise underwater? Now, I know we've all made bubbles underwater. That's not what I'm asking. I'm talking about noise underwater. And I just want to pull up Edith. She didn't apologise for being late. She might have been on time. I'm not sure.
So mean. Don't pick on poor Edith. There we go.
Now, Ellen, let's stop mucking around.
Excellent. So,
because you have something that looks a bit angry in there.
I have something that looks quite angry here. Now, here I have the vacuum jar. We've spoken about the vacuum jar before. It's the piece of equipment that means that we can remove all the material from around the object inside and observe what's going to happen. A lot of the experiments we've done in the previous weeks, every Friday we get this out. I know it's Thursday, we're not here tomorrow, but every Friday we do an experiment in the vacuum jar. So go and look at those on our Science in a Van YouTube channel.
It's a sausage.
But this here is actually an alarm, but I do refer to it as the angry sausage. And I'm going to show you it here. Because
It's very angry.
I've drawn a little face on it.
It looks so angry out.
That's the angry sausage. Now the reason that face is on there is when we was writing our sound show, we actually tried this out, and when I asked someone to explain the noise, the kid pulled that face as he made the noise. So I actually painted it to look like his facial expression when he explained the noise. Because words are beautiful, but facial expressions and body movement is a great thing as well. So here is the angry sausage. In a few moments I'm going to pull out the
He's not going to like
the pin and the towel off the angry sausage. The angry sausage is going to go into a panic and start screaming and shouting. I'm then going to put the angry sausage into the jar like so and put the lid down. I will point to my ear. That is your cue to take an observation of how loud it is. We will then remove the air from around the alarm, so remove the material from around the alarm. I'm going to point to my ear again, and we're going to take another observation of how loud the angry sausage is. But the important thing to remember is when I pull the towel off, the angry sausage will start screaming, Emily, and it's producing energy, and all the way through it will be doing the same thing. The only thing that changes is the amount of material, the amount of air
so we're
around
taking
the
out
objects.
that material.
Yep.
Angry sausage is still going to be angry.
Yep.
Are we going to be thinking like scientists today, Alan?
Why not? We might as well be, seeing as we're here and we're called Science in a Van. There we go.
So, scientists, I want you to think about, this is going to make a noise, we're going to hear it in a moment, but I want you to start thinking about, just tell somebody where you are, or you can tell us in the comments, is that going to change how we're experiencing the sound? Because the sound is going to still go, right? It's more about how we experience it. So I think we should give it a go, Al. Make it angry.
So, we're going to pull the towel, oh, I'll tell you what, I'm actually going to do it this way. So pull the towel off the angry sausage. Yeah, put it there. So there's a change in the sound already, so let's start removing the air out. So the angry sausage is making the same amount of noise, but what's changing is the amount of material around the angry sausage. So the air, the material is being removed from around the angry sausage. You can see the light is still flashing on the top, showing that the angry sausage is still making the same amount of noise as before. So the only thing that has changed is the amount of material around the alarm. So the only thing that's changed is the amount of air, the amount of material around the sausage.
It's still flashing, so he's still angry, right?
He's still angry. So I think we're pretty much done here, so I'm going to seal that off and switch it off. Now, so we took two observations, one before and one now. Is there a difference? From your observations, is there a difference? So we took all the air out. Has that made a difference? Anyone coming in?
Not yet. I think they're just talking about it
They're just talking about
in
it.
their own bubble.
So I'm guessing that most of you have probably observed, and I'm not too sure how this is going to work through this medium. Science in a Van normally do their live show in front of kids, in front of schools and stuff, but obviously we can't do that at the moment. So it'll be interesting to see how this has worked. You should have heard a change in the volume. Now remember, the sausage is still creating as much energy and is still as loud as before, but by removing the air around it, there's less material for the sound to travel through, so we should hear less sound.
Whoa. Some of our scientists have said there's no air for the vibrations to travel through.
Boom.
Nice.
There we go. You did in a sentence what I just did in a paragraph. Well done. You should be here. So because there's no air for the sound to travel through, the volume is a lot less.
Can we put the air back in?
Yep, we can do that. Are you ready?
I am
Do you want
ready.
to give me a countdown?
Yeah, and then we'll be real quiet, eh?
Yep.
I need to shush.
Yep.
3, 2, 1.
So what's your observations then?
Can I talk now?
Yeah.
It's definitely got louder. Like I heard the whooshing of the air coming back in, and then the angry sausage. I could hear him. Like he was angry the whole time. Let's be honest. But yeah, it's all about the material to travel through. So taking away that material, the vibrations don't have anything to travel
Cool.
through. Sorry if it was a bit glitchy.
Yeah.
Whoa. Okay. Cool. It always seems to glitch when we're doing something exciting.
Let's just have a moment. I'm going to put the angry sausage back in here because he is very dangerous and he could attack at any time. There we go. So, bit of a fan of a hydraulic press channel. If you don't know what that is,
So
Google
good.
it. So, my friends, like Emily said, beautifully summed up. The angry sausage was making the same amount of noise, but the same amount of vibrations, the same amount of energy, but because there wasn't the material for it to travel through, in this instance the air we breathe, that energy couldn't be transferred to our ears. So we heard less sound. But it was still making the same amount of sound, just had less material to travel through. Because sound is caused by vibrations. And sound needs a material to travel through. So my friends, that's pretty much wrapped up that experiment. Emily's going to explain what's happening this weekend.
Well, I tried to warn you guys, but I'm going to tell you again. We are not here tomorrow because it's Good Friday. And Good Friday is really important to us, so we're totally not working tomorrow.
Yeah.
And because we're a bit lazy, we're taking Saturday off. And because Easter Sunday is quite important to us, we're taking Sunday off. But the good news is we're back on Monday.
Woo-hoo! What
so
time?
I want you 12:45, Ellen.
Oh, look, it says up here 12:45. Fantastic elastic.
So we want you to have a really chilled out weekend. I want you to go outside as much as you can if you're able to.
Yeah.
If you've got Easter eggs, eat some Easter eggs. If you don't, just remember that you can have them later when all this bubble stuff is over. But just have a really fun time. Sleep in. Stay in your pajamas. Have a nice time with your whānau. Like, we're going to be really chilling out and we're going to be seeing you on Monday.
Yeah, and you can re-watch the videos from Science in a Van live. There might also be one or two little bits of extra content going up over the weekend. But we are really having a down weekend, just chilling out, taking it easy like Emily said. And we'll be back on Monday at 12:45. So Emily, any comments coming in?
Some people are putting up their comments too many times. And nobody likes that. So please don't do that. It makes it really hard for us to read comments. So Mikkel says, I bet you guys will have 700 subscriptions next week.
Well, do you reckon?
It's a great prediction because we're thinking like scientists, but who knows? I don't know. It's really hard to know who's going to subscribe and who's not.
That's from the heart.
But that's really cool.
I like your optimism, and if you're thinking that way, your positive thoughts and any actions you're doing to make that happen is beautiful, and just mentioning it is fantastic. Really cool. Let's make that a target. Let's and if it is, man, big shouts to Michael.
And I'll tell you what we haven't been pushing is Facebook. Facebook, we just can't do two things at once. So Facebook, our likes have gone through the roof. So if you're watching on Facebook, please like us on Facebook. That was an unintended bonus that happened. So we really appreciate your support as well. And big news in. Joke of the day is not a competition. I can't talk about Alan because I know you're going to get upset. Don't make Joke of the Day into a competition. Joke of the Day is just super fun. But I do love it. Oh, even Ben's putting up jokes. Oh my gosh, that's so good. Oh my god, I think that's a sciencey joke. That's very good. So I'm going to have to Google that so I can really laugh at it. So Alan, what I'm going to do, I'm going to get up the Sliding and Flying's brand new sound song, and I'm going to introduce you to Joke of the Day. Are you ready?
Am I going to do Joke of the Day first?
Joke of the Day first.
Right,
drum roll, please.
Hang on. So my friends, whether if we're having a thumbs up or a thumbs down day, that's all good. We've been a bit up and down this week ourselves as well. So whether if it's a thumbs up day, thumbs down day, or a thumbs up moment, thumbs down moment, I hope that we just keep moving forward, having a great time, Remember, your bubble is a safe space to be for you, just like the angry sausage. And shall we have a drum roll?
Yeah, man. Drum roll, please, for joke of the day.
2 sausages sitting in a frying pan. One jumped in and went, "Whoa, it's hot in here." And the other one said, "Ah, it's a talking sausage. Ooh."
I'm going to put on the new song.
Excellent. There we go, my friends. There is Joker for Day. I hope you enjoyed it. The sausages are
awesome.
affecting me. I'm going to go and have sausages for lunch. Enjoy the new song from Sliding and Flying.
Clap your hands, listen to the sound of them. Bang a drum, listen to the sound. Stop your car, listen to the
I'll
sound.
put up on Facebook, eh?
Yeah.
I think they're still working on it.
Hey,
So
we're
I
good
think,
to my friends.
We probably launched it too early. He might hate me.
Be quiet, that's volume. Sounds can be high and be low, that's pitch. Sounds can bounce around,
Nice song.
that's an echo.
Echo!
Echo!
Sounds are vibrations you can hear.
Nobody's leaving.
Snap your fingers, listen to the sound of them. Shake a shaker, listen to the sound.
Alright.
Ring a fight bell, listen to the sound of it. Listen very carefully.
Alright, see you later, team. Thank you to all our